to New York, Chicago to Mississippi. Let's give it up for America's #1 funny man, Rodney.
What up, party people? It's your boy Rodney Perry. You're tuned in to Rodney Perry Live. Super duper excited to rock today. It is Thursday, and it's going down. This is episode number 178. 178 episodes, man. We're almost at 200, and we'll be going into season 3. Maybe take a bit of a hiatus, and after we achieve 200, and get ready to rock and roll for season 3, man. Thank you guys for rocking with me. And we've adjusted the show. It is a true podcast. We're gonna talk about the topics of the day, and but what makes it special is I get to rock with my friends every day, different people in the comedy game. We get to chop it up. We get to talk comedy. We get to talk everything that's happening in the world out there. So let's rock it. Joining me today, I had the pleasure of rocking with this dude in Virginia, man, and I think he could be the Biggie Smalls of comedy. You know, he could be that guy. He could be legendary if he chooses to be. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show, Big Vino. What's up, Big Vino? How are you, brother?
Good morning. How you doing, sir? I'm out here living in the favor of the Lord, you know, just trying to be a better man. Trust his plan.
I'm not mad at that, Vino. Vino, do you feel like you could achieve legendary status, man?
I feel that if the dedication stays there, this is something that I have a passion for. And
why would it not stay there?
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, I'm not going to pretend that there aren't things in the game that jade me a little bit and make you know, feel a little uneasy. But the general passion for the game, for this comedy, this is the first thing I've ever had passion for in my life. So I feel like that is on the horizon. Greatness is on the horizon because there's no plan B out here.
There is no plan B. Well said. Shouts out to the Philippines tuning in today. Shouts out to the Philippines watching from Manila. The Philippines, the Thriller in Manila. Hey, shouts out. I'm a big fan, man. I did a movie with Joe Coy this year, who's a Filipino superstar here in America, and great guy, man. And to keep the good energy going, I had a chance working with this guy over in LA, in the whole ecosystem that my man. Goodness gracious, how did his name just slip out of my mind? I'm getting old, man. I swear I might have Alzheimer's already. Bentley Kyle Evans, yeah, his whole ecosystem he's built over there. He's creating young writers, and this is one of them. Welcome to the show, comedian, writer Charles Allen. What's up, Charles?
Boss man, what's up, man? It's a blessing to have me on here, brother.
You see that
blessing
name
to be
escape,
here.
jump out my head.
Yeah, I did. I'm laughing, man. I'm like, you starting off Bentley listening. You know Bentley listening to this,
Bentley
man.
be
Like,
listening, man. And Billy's such a great guy, man.
Yeah, he is.
You are a writer. How are you, man? I know this writer strike is a lot.
It's a blessing, man. I'll be honest with you. If it weren't for stand-up, it'd be rough, brother. It'd be rough. Cause
wow, how
yeah,
about
ain't
that?
nothing going on in Hollywood right now. Man.
Ghost town.
Yeah, man.
Hey, and drama to say, don't speak power into those words. Don't be saying you got Alzheimer's. You know what? You're absolutely right. I'm just a little lightly forgetful for a young nigga. Brandon, thank you for tuning in. Happy Friday Eve. Is it Friday Eve? I guess it is.
Yeah. This when the weekend start. This when I was out there in the streets. This when the money would start. This when the money start rolling in. Yeah, Thursday, you get prepped for Thursday night.
Hey, Vino, talk to me about the streets, man, because I got a barber, right? He used to tell me, he's like, Rodney, man, he said, we was eating out there, we was killing them. And he said this, he said, when meth came along, it was like eliminating black people from the game.
Meth gentrified the dope game.
Meth gentrified the dope game, man. And
Well, that
you laughing, but it was a lot of people that was slinging that other stuff that was
Man,
out, and they couldn't make money because they didn't know
the recipe,
the recipe.
yeah. See, the
wow.
recipe for that other stuff is simple. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And you ain't have to really pay attention. And can see meth addicts, they got to pay attention in chemistry. They
Yeah.
had to, because they mixing multiple products for certain chemicals in those products.
And a lot of it is over the counter, so like they got to be in on that on the big level, right?
Mm-hmm. And
wow.
that makes you wish you paid attention in high school. In high school
And
chemistry.
can you believe that's a thing, man? Because when he was telling me that, I was like, you would think that drug dealers had issues, but he was telling me, he's like, dude, they put us out the game, dude. We went from making tons of money, hand over fist, to couldn't even make money in the dope game.
That's why I'm nervous. Well, not nervous, but I'm actually excited that marijuana is becoming legal in a lot of
Right.
places, because it's separating those real drug dealers from the people pretending. You know what I mean? Because remember when you
Wow.
used to be scared of your drug dealer?
Hey,
I'm not
my
scared
buddy
of them.
told me, he say his weed man was like, had hours. Like, dude, I'm not available after 6.
No, I'm talking about just when you used to be scared of your drug dealer. Like, your
Oh
drug
yeah,
dealer was the toughest dude in the neighborhood. He hung on
Yeah.
the corner and y'all knew not to go down to the corner.
stay
You
out
know
the
what I'm
corner.
saying?
Yeah.
You wouldn't show the drug dealer $5 back in the day. And I hear these young new Collins and Austins who are selling this marijuana.
Austin.
Yeah, they getting stuck for thousands and thousands of dollars.
Really?
You wouldn't show Tyrone on a gram.
Wow. How
Yeah.
about that?
Yeah.
You
My daddy
wouldn't.
didn't play
Yeah,
that.
I need drug dealers to be feared again. I need drug dealers
Wow.
because
But it like you said, it's a new world, and weed is corporate. You know, I was doing a movie up in Detroit, and I met, one of the sponsors of the movie, because the movie was like a stoner movie. And one of the sponsors of the movie was a weed manufacturer. And, he would sell pre-rolls and stuff like that. And it was like a whole thing, man. And it's big business, and it's not enough black people in that business, considering the men and women that went to jail for weed.
mm-hmm. I had 3 farms right now trying to get in contact with me about my own strain. So I'm in the works on that right now, because I know that's going to be the next big move.
What you gonna call it, Vino? You know?
Man, I'm not sure. I'm thinking should it speak more towards me and what I like to be.
Vino
Or
kind
what
of
I like.
reminds me of wine, like it's some type of, fly wine flavor.
I'm thinking about just calling it Veritas, because that was my original name, Vino Veritas. And wine, there's truth. So I just wanted to just be called the truth. I want my weed to be a truth serum. I want you to sit down, be able to smoke with your lady and tell her, look, baby, I really don't like that wig. That wig is.
Let me ask you this, Vino. Do you get high every day?
Yes. Without
really
fail, yes.
Like, is that part of your therapy? Is that part of you keeping your mind right?
Honestly, yes. I did a social experiment a couple of weeks ago, and I tried to see how long I could go without smoking before I smacked the nigga.
Wait a minute. How long you go?
Man, I got 36 hours in.
Who you smack?
It was the Walmart associate.
Damn. Boy, you all over YouTube, ain't you?
Yeah, no, because if I'm sitting in the cereal aisle and I'm sitting there making the hard decision on what cereal I want, and I'm just sitting there looking, you see me standing there looking at this. No, it ain't even help me. He just gonna walk back in front of me and start doing go backs and just putting stuff in. I'm like, bro, you just gonna interrupt my line of view while I'm trying to make this tough cereal decision? Get your ass out the way.
Man.
Get out of here.
I said, you know what? I need to smoke a blunt. I'm sorry, bro. Please don't press. I'm gonna pay for everything this time. I'm not gonna even steal nothing out of the self-checkout. I'll pay for everything.
Charles Allen. Big Vino is cool as hell, man. We hung out, smoked some cigars one day, and I was just really impressed. You know, you see like the big cool guy. You know what I'm saying? I told him when we worked together, I was like, nigga, you need to start wearing suits because your vibe is a suit vibe.
Yeah. But once he get to the bottom of that blunt, he bound to go viral. Is that what it is?
It not even just suits, but
it's like the Incredible Hulk, huh?
High end fly, you know.
Yeah.
Hey, joining us today, gentlemen. One of my favorite human beings. They call her Coco Fresh. She is Coco Fresh, comedy and terror. Welcome to the show, Coco Fresh.
Peace,
what's up, Coco?
peace, everybody. Peace.
What up?
Can you open that phone up sideways so we can see your yellow chest?
It won't.
It might be locked. Your phone might be locked.
It won't work with me.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know, some of us lock our phones without realizing it. You locked. We'll figure it out before we get through the show.
Okay.
Today we're rocking with Big Vino and Charles Allen,
we in here, man.
Writer. And Coco Fresh is not only a comedian, but she's also a tarot card reader. Vino is a kingpin. Come on, Jeff Brown. He's definitely that guy, man. Cool,
Jeff,
cool,
what's
cool
up,
guy.
brother?
All right,
Coco,
here goes.
long time
here
no
goes,
see,
guys.
love.
Let's
How
get
you
into it.
feeling?
Hey,
I'm
RP.
Good, man.
Yeah.
Last time I saw you, I was at the roasting, right?
Yeah, the Virginia Beach at the Comedy Smackdown.
Yeah.
I'm actually doing that this weekend, this Sunday. I'm one of the judges. They graduated me up from a roaster to a judge.
Dope.
Wow.
Make sure you take plenty of weed with you, man.
Of course.
Huh?
What would you asking me?
I was gonna tell Vino make sure you take plenty of weed with him and say it's the Comedy Smackdown, so he gonna turn it into a different type of Smackdown if he ain't got enough weed with him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't
make sure. Speaking of weed, Jeff Brown is in the chat. Jeff Brown is a chronic weed aficionado, and you know we was talking about before we brought you on, Coco Brown. I'm sorry, Coco Fresh. Who the fuck is Coco Brown? Okay,
you know
anyway.
everybody know Coco Brown.
Coco.
Yeah, that's one of my friends, man. We played opposite each other many times on movies and TV and stuff. But here we go, Coco Fresh. There was cocaine, there was crack, and then I talked to a crack dealer from back in the day, and he said when meth came in, they basically gentrified drugs.
That's true.
You think so?
True. Yeah, but what people don't know, I used to be a drug counselor. So
really?
I was called something. I was called a tech, but I was a drug counselor. And
so you got to see the people that was using the drugs change.
Yeah, I worked in detox. So I got there before they went into the 30-day and the long-term treatment, inpatient treatment. But
let me ask you this, Coco Fresh. Did you see the adjustment of it being epidemic to where it was from being criminalized to being a health issue?
Well, the treatment is different. The treatment of the people of what you own is different. So if you get a person if you get a white person in there that is on heroin or on some sort, whatever leads to them doing it to eventually go to heroin, they get more of a softer treatment. But what we don't realize is Black people still out here hooked on crack. It's still a crack epidemic. It's still Black people, young Black people that's trying crack for the first time.
That's very true. That's very true. I know a young girl who's 24 years old.
With all the press that crack has got over the decades, you would think nobody would even touch the stuff.
Yeah, you would think after New Jack City, Boys in the Hood, all of these shows, everything on TV that we know, but it's still bad out here.
Yes.
But these new crackheads, they wasn't even around, and they don't watch history. They don't study history. They don't even know what happened before their last IG post. So that's why it's a recurring cycle. Because if you don't know where you come from, you don't know where you're going.
And that's also why the new crackheads don't got the same work ethic, because they didn't witness all that work ethic.
Crackheads have a work ethic?
The crackhead work
ethic. Yeah, you seen a crackhead with a
unmatched.
You seen Friday?
Yeah, unmatched work ethic. These new crackheads, they just standing there with a sign that got their cash app on it. I said,
Yeah.
how
Yeah.
you on crack with a cash app? That
Right,
But a
don't
with a
lot
match.
of
QR
them,
Man, you
code.
got a
You
bank
on crack
account.
with a
How
QR
about that?
code.
You got a QR code? Goodness gracious.
right? But a lot of them, a lot of our parents, a lot of people like Gen X parents were crackheads.
Mm.
So, but then again, okay, so it's like our kids are the new crackheads. So, okay, that
Right.
makes sense.
Like
That
I
makes sense.
saw some of the evolution because we had a family member that was a narcotics salesman, and he would sell those drugs, and eventually he was on them,
Yeah.
and so they went from cocaine to what was called freebase at that time, which evolved into crack cocaine.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
nowadays we like to call it narcotic professionals.
Speaking of dope dealing, I'm gonna be selling cheeseburger baskets Saturday for $10. They come with a brownie and a soda and some chips.
That's
It's
the
like
real.
crack. You're gonna keep coming back for this.
What kind of chips though?
It don't matter. You got Doritos, Cool Ranch Doritos, got
Hey, Cool
Lay's.
Ranch.
I can get y'all some hot fries. You know what I'm saying?
Now when
Holla at me, man.
when Cool Ranch first came out, I think they sprinkled a little crack on that because
I'm
that
trying
stuff
to
is
tell you.
addictive.
How they do it, Coco?
They sprinkle a little crack on it.
But y'all just let me know what y'all want on y'all burger. They $10. I'm out here slanging these things, man.
Now
I
is
mean,
that a double?
that's a
Is that
fairly
a
low
double?
price. That's a low price for a
That
burger,
is
some
for a
chips, and
basket.
is there a drink involved too?
Yeah, you get a drink too. It's a canned soda. You get Pepsi,
Is
Grape,
it gonna be
Coke,
cold? Is the
Dr.
canned soda
Pepper.
gonna be cold?
Yeah, it's gonna be cold. Yeah.
That's
It's
what's
called
Question.
up.
Miss Cherry's Burger Basket every Saturday. We do it on Texas time though. Send out everybody in Texas. Y'all come holler at me. Holler at Charles Allen. I'll put you in touch.
Jeff Brown said the new crackhead work ethic is why you can't get old crackhead prices. Remember back in the day,
That part right there.
the old crackheads had some great deals, man. You can get a TV, you can get
Get your
some
alternator
electronics,
rebuilt for $12.
Yes.
and they all had skills. They was electronics. They was plumbers. They was doing their work,
He
man.
said
Right.
That's
plumber.
crazy.
But
I'm
you know,
looking
we
at
had to
4
learn
things in
Ain't
my
about
no
room.
we had to learn when I got into, working in drug addiction and stuff
Yeah.
like that. They teach us about every drug, but it's a thing in crack. I guess cocaine does it too, but that makes it's kind of like make people feel like it's turning on their superpowers.
Yes.
So that's why you see people that sang so good and dance so
Yeah.
good and
Score a
that it's like,
touchdown.
yeah, right. It's like their superpower energy turn on for a minute, but
Tell
then
jokes.
right, still
Hey
telling
man,
jokes.
hey, this is one of my beefs with TV and film though. Like TV shows about the crack epidemic is almost like the government bragging how they decimated our communities
Man.
with these drugs, man.
Yeah,
Whether
for
it's
real.
Snowfall or the
Yeah.
movie with Tom Cruise about the plane, it's like the government is like bragging, man.
Mm-hmm.
And when you look at the people that were in the sales, none of them like these guys were running multi-million-dollar companies, and none of them have nothing to show for it 20 years later.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hey, did you hear about it's a couple, a comedian, two comedian, they do like the skits. I forgot their names, but they were touring all
I know
over.
who you're talking about. They went viral.
Yeah.
They came here to Atlanta, and they're absolutely crack-ish, if not absolutely crack people.
But they were
Talking about
making
Blueface and Christiane or whatever.
No, it's somebody else. They're older.
No.
Oh.
They like out of like South Carolina. And they toured and they
you
were
talk
making
about
like
the husband and wife team.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you talk about. Daddy, what was his name? Damn. They were older people. They definitely, they came to Virginia Beach.
But
y'all said they crack-ish.
selling out shows. The husband has had a crack problem, according to the wife, and they were selling out shows.
They be blowing off shows, everything.
Oh
yeah,
man,
they were
that's
selling out shows and making like $18,000 a show.
And they wouldn't even show up.
No, they would show up, but she was saying he would smoke up the money.
Oh wow.
Marvin
Yeah.
know him. I can't think of the name of it. Maybe Candy Kisses knows.
Know
Let's see.
exactly
Jeff
what you're
Brown
talking
said
about.
Snowfall showed you the monster Ronald Reagan was. The fact that
For real.
he has a library and still a national hero shows what America really feels about you. Wow.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I remember the Iran Contra hearings with Oliver
Mm-hmm.
North, and they painted this guy. You know, they were literally funding the Iran Contras with drug money.
Mm-hmm.
You
That's
know,
why.
and
Go ahead.
go ahead.
I was just saying, like, if this is what I don't get, if Americans, especially Black Americans, if we've seen what they're capable, what the government is capable of doing with drugs, what make you think that they're not going to mess with marijuana like that?
That's why I go
Hey, you got to
organic.
think once they put it under government guidelines, anything could happen. Anything can happen. And how about this? Ain't no big Black folks making money off of it. That's the problem for me.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
I would
true.
love to see Snoop have his own weed business.
I think
If
he
you
does
gonna
have one. I
legalize
think
it
he
nationwide.
does. I think he does
It's
though.
only right
Like
for
some
him
of the
to have
major
it.
players have it, but they don't have big stakes in it where they own farms. They just
Well, Mike
might have.
Tyson had Tyson Ranch for a minute, but then they went away, didn't it?
I don't know what happened with it, but I do
Yeah.
know what you're talking about. And
Yeah.
and educate me on this, man. When you start looking at these drugs, it's become a way of life. You can't even really tell your kids don't get high.
Nope.
Right.
You know, my daughter's like, y'all drink freely around us. Why can't I smoke? I was like, well, give me some.
You said, give me some.
Give me some. If we smoking weed, we gonna smoke weed.
Right.
And we sat
That's why
outside in the front of the house. We smoked it.
I appreciate that tactic. My mother, while she messed up on a lot of things, she gave me a perfect parenting strategy. What she used to do was she would give me shit to see how I would act off of it, so she knew if I was drunk or high or whatever.
Damn.
Oh wow!
I
How about that?
remember the night of the Mike Tyson Lennox Lewis fight, the first one. She got me so drunk on Thug Passion.
Thug Passion.
Oh no.
Yeah, she was giving
Not
me
Thug
Hennessy and
Passion.
Alizé Red. And she was mixing, and I was sitting there drunk. And me and my cousin, we was in the room drunk. And we thought we was like, man, we could fight, we could buy. We was going to slap box a little bit, but we just sat our ass down and watched the fight and dozed off. And that's when she knew her son was a sit down drunk. He was like, he needs to find him a seat when he's drinking.
I remember my mom, my friends would lean you on the door and knock on the door, and you would fall into the house.
Oh.
But like now, I rarely drink. Like, how often do y'all drink? Are y'all drinkers at all?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I drink.
I slowed up. I don't know what happened when I was
don't like
younger.
being
I used to
drunk.
go hard, but now I think
I
like a
need to be
glass
in a
of
mood.
wine, I'm going to sleep.
Yeah, I need to be in a
Man, the
mood to
wine
do
will lay
heavy
me down
drinking.
for 3 days. A single glass of wine. I'd be like, okay, time to lay it down.
Right.
What kind of wine are you drinking is the question. What's your
I'm
wine
drinking
of
the
choice?
Cabernet. I'm drinking the red. You know, and yeah, I'm shutting it down immediately.
Yeah, I drink.
I got drunk
everything.
one time when I was 15 and I came home. My mama hit me so hard, I got saved. And
Wait a minute.
yeah, man, I don't drink to get drunk no more, man. I just drink when I'm on stage. Of course, you gotta. I don't know. You say you don't have to, Rodney, but I have a couple of them before I go on stage.
Oh, really? What would you have? What would be your drinking choice if you working tonight? What would you drink?
A Heineken and a Hennessy to chase it with, or the other way
Really?
around.
So
I
you really
chase
be
a Hennessy
good.
with a Heineken. Huh?
You be good. Hennessy and a Heineken will get you on it, doggone it.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, you'll be
that's
right,
a
bro.
sweat.
You'll be
That's
right.
a
You be
sweat
ready
right
to.
there.
Yeah, you
Goodness
be on that
gracious.
thing, man.
You
Yeah.
can't be working every night. You're gonna be alcoholic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Y'all pray for me.
Can't get LOL not saved. Jeff
Huh?
Brown said Rodney drinking the wine out the box. I do not drink wine out the box. Not
From
because I don't want
7-Eleven.
to. It's just I can't find no good box.
I definitely drink the wine out the box. That
Yeah,
French,
you
that
smacking people.
Franchka, that blush, that
No.
blush.
You like that
I-
blush, brother?
That
I like the
blush.
Stella.
Your name Vito. You should be drinking wine every day.
Hey,
I
Vito,
do.
yeah, yeah.
I do.
I
My
like the
favorite
Stella
wine is Taylor
Roses.
Port. I love Taylor Port.
You like
Oh
the Stella Roses?
Lord. Yeah, I like the Stella Rose. Stella Rose
That's
Black.
too sweet though. That shit tastes like candy.
Yeah, it
I
really
like
do. Yeah.
Stella Rose Black. That's what I like.
Mm.
I
Super
bought
sweet.
that shit on accident. I was like, oh, I don't want this. I don't want no part of
Yeah,
this.
it's like pouring syrup on your pancakes.
I like it. I only need
You
one
run out of
glass and I'm
syrup.
good.
All right.
It's like
There was a study, guys. I want to get y'all comment on this. There was a study that said you must continue to have sex. If you don't, your body kind of adapts. So let's say, for instance, your lady is depriving you of said sex. You will adjust to not having none over time. And you won't need it. Has anybody been there?
I ain't never found out what that time was.
I was there. I was there. I was
Really?
there before.
Educate me, Coco.
2019, I went for a year without sex. And I just got
it
to
by choice, or were you being abstinent, or
it was by choice. It was by choice because I didn't see nobody I wanted to have sex with. So I was just like, forget. And I wasn't masturbating or anything. I was just so
when you finally get some, is it like a volcano?
It's like an electric shock. It's like a electric it was like like it was.
Did you choke him out?
Human, huh?
Did you choke him out too?
I didn't choke him out, but I just got stiff. Like I couldn't move. It was like it was electric shocking me. I was like,
wow.
You was having sex with an eel.
Gossiping Heifer says, she said, I don't need sex and I'm used to not having it. Granny Wilder says that. And that's what they say, Granny Wilder, over time, that you just kind of adjust to not getting said sex, which is absurd, but it's absolutely a fact. And then Gossiping Heifer says, wait a minute.
She capping.
You don't think, why would she make that up though? Granny Wilder said, I don't need sex and I'm not having it. What's the hell?
I'm sorry. She gonna come for me.
Gossiping Heifer say she plead the fifth.
That was
she doing it right now.
That was the saddest story I've heard this year, Coco. I feel so sorry for you.
Yeah, I was finna cry.
Well, I got it now. I get it daily
But
now.
fellas, have you ever had a drought? Like, you look up and you ain't had nothing for a little while. You're like, man, I ain't had no sex and like blah blah. And
I'm in one right now.
You in a drought?
Yeah, man.
It's by
How
choice.
are you in a drought in 2023? It is so readily for sale out there. You should never be in a drought.
No, I'm deep.
Worst case, you can buy you some. Is what you?
I'm detoxing, man. I'm detoxing.
Are you
detoxing, man? Yeah.
What happened? Like, I always want to know what happened to make you go, I gotta stop having sex. I can't do this shit no more.
I ain't finna incriminate myself, man. Nah.
I be trying to figure out how I be seeing some ugly guys. I be like, how do you get some coochie? So it'd be fine.
Let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you how, Coco. Women are kind. Women do not require you to be a good-looking guy to give you some.
Yeah, women are kind.
You go to your local strip club.
Women are compassionate, and women
like $40.
Yeah, women are capitalists. That's why.
That a lot of women are used to not having sex due to having bad sex. It's the shame, yo. So what is bad sex? Vagina is always wonderful, 100%. Like,
it's a lot of
fellas,
different
do y'all agree?
variations of bad sex.
Have you had any bad vagina, Charles Allen?
Oh yeah, that's part of the detox, man. You have some vagina that'll run you out of whatever state you live in. You'll relocate to a whole other state. Yeah, man.
That's the person attached to the vagina. That ain't the vagina.
It ain't
What you
Because the
mean?
worst vagina is better than my hand. Okay, I'm gonna
No,
let you know
bruh.
that.
Okay.
The worst vagina. We're just talking about the vagina. The worst vagina is better than my hand. The person it's attached to, that's a different question.
You
But
might
see,
not want
guys
to be
can do
bothered with
that.
her,
Y'all can do
but
that and not see no
the box
face.
is crazy.
Oh, we see your face.
No.
That's why you end up with that pillow going like this eventually.
You know what? You are not gonna be suffocating me.
See, no, you pretty, Coco, so you probably never got this move right here.
She not familiar with that one. Coco don't know nothing about that one.
Yeah, but that's part.
That
That's one
brown
of the new
paper bag
things.
treatment.
Well, I don't know if it's new, but they be asking you to choke them. I don't want to choke nobody.
Say, man.
I like being choked. That's my thing personally.
Who
What-
choke
what-
you? You out here smacking folks.
Yeah, no, I like being choked, but the woman gotta have little hands. You see,
That's
there's just something
hilarious.
about
Well,
the
she
little
can't
hands.
really kill you.
Yeah, she can't really kill me, but it's just the visual of you trying. Just
You supposed to
John said he
enjoy
like choking
sex.
people. I'm not a fan, man. You can't choke me, and you damn sure can't handcuff me.
Right. And don't be smacking me all hard. Like I will kick you. I'll kick you. You smack.
So
me hard.
you don't mind a good slapping, but you don't want no hard slap.
No, I'm light skinned. That stuff. I look like I got beat up. So you ain't gonna
that's
be
what they're
leaving
trying
no
to do,
marks
though.
on me.
That's
He's
the
trying to
objective,
mark his
just to be
territory,
candid.
Coco.
You beating me.
If I'm with a
he
light
is the
skinned
weed
girl, I'm
killer.
trying to leave this handprint on a
Ah,
booty
hell
cheek.
no.
He got the big
Oh,
old
yeah, you
Shrek
trying to hurt
hand too,
somebody.
boy.
Vino, you can't be hitting people. You too big.
No, you
be
can't hit
slapping
nobody,
people.
man.
No, Vino, that big. Look how big that hand was.
Yeah,
No, but you see,
hey,
it's
she immediately
when you-
unconscious.
when you no, not in the face, on the booty. You don't, that's assault. You don't smack them
I
on
gotta
the
hang
face.
out with this dude.
Put that in the fist.
You smack
that
them
in
on
the-
the booty. You see this? And you
No.
see when you
Man.
got a hand this big, it's not about the actual pressure applied. It's about the coverage, because you got to learn how to get a. That's you learn the
You talking about
difference
the
between a good.
sound.
Yeah, it's more about the sound and the actual, just
Okay.
the little sting of. It should leave an outline.
I
Vino,
never
her
knew
booty
that.
gonna swell up
The
like a
pizza's
BBL.
pizza. There's good pizza and there's great pizza. There's no bad pizza. Completely agree, Jeff Brown. All right,
I agree,
joining
too.
us is our resident sex therapist. Let's get her in here to cover this subject. Welcome to the show, Sherelle Lee Thomas. What's up, Sherelle?
Great morning.
Hey,
Morning.
you know, there was a study that
Good
came out
morning.
that said if you don't get sex, that your body will adjust to not having sex.
Yes. And for men, the penis will shrink.
Uh
And
oh.
it's also, they will start to have less erections as well. And
Oh,
then,
Hold on. Slow down on that. Sherelle Lee Thomas, tell me what's going on. So
I'll be back, y'all.
So if you're having a lot of sex, is your penis gonna swell?
no, but it'll get used to, expanding. But when you stop having sex, it's kind of like it reverts back into the body.
Use it or
Get
lose
outta
it.
here.
Use it or lose it. Yeah, I heard that a long time ago.
Yep.
I need like
Wow. I
10
just
minutes.
been
I'll be
making sure
back.
I don't
the
lose
vagina?
it.
Is the vagina gonna shrink?
No, but it gets tighter because of course it's not being stretched out or anything like that. So it does get tighter in the sense it doesn't shrink in length size, but width size, yes.
Get out of here. Wow. Man, you came right in on this one smooth, Sherelle Lee Thomas. Talk to me about like some of the reasons people stop having sex for whatever reason.
I was just talking to a client about this yesterday. So her partner cheated. That's, make her
Right.
not.
So now she detached from him and they're not having sex at all. But isn't she creating an avenue for him to continue to fuck other people?
Yeah. Yeah, but that doesn't make it right though. You know what I mean? And now she's more insecure about the relationship in a whole because she never felt that she could please him sexually. So then instead of him coming to her, talking to her about it, he went and got it from someone else. So it's
Hey, Big Vino said he liked the ladies to choke him. Talk to me about getting Vino choked out.
So choking, I'm glad y'all brought that up, right? a lot of people choke incorrectly. You're not choking to cut off circulation. You're choking to apply pressure. So the key is to squeeze the sides, not the airway. Like you don't want to.
You're not hitting that Adam's apple. You on the sides of the Adam's apple.
Correct. That's where the
little hand. You see what I mean by the little hand?
If you Coco with a tiny little neck, you could run the risk of choking the hell out of Coco.
Yeah, she could pass out.
Autoerotic asphyxiation.
Well, autoerotic asphyxia is when you do it to yourself.
It's when you do it, period.
No.
Some people
auto means you doing it.
I was listening to y'all. But some people actually like that. They get off on it. They want their partner to pass out. The partner.
It's erotic asphyxia. Is actual just the choking of itself.
Okay, so I guess it's auto with me because I hold my breath when I climax. So it's just me.
Hilarious.
Because people ask, are you a moaner or a talker? I'm a breath holder. That's what I do.
No,
when I'm about to climax,
sensation of
it get real far.
autoerotic asphyxia. Am I right, Sherelle?
What, holding your breath?
Yes.
It's not the same as being choked out, but because
I ain't say choke a motherfucker out. I'm saying choking in general.
Oh yeah. Yes. Yeah. And with the holding the breath, that's something that's common. And when it comes down to climaxing, like a lot of people tense up when it's time to.
What should we be doing? Should we be tensing up or should we be breathing through it?
I think you should switch it up because it provides a different kind of pleasure. So if you're used to tensing up, holding your breath, holding your body tight, try relaxing through it, and you'll see a different type of pleasure.
The older I get, I don't hold my ejaculation back for nobody. As it's coming when it's coming.
What you mean nobody? You mean
For
your
nobody.
wife? No.
So yeah. Of course, I'm talking about my wife. Of course.
Listen,
So I have a question for you, the therapist. I have a real question for you. You were talking about somebody you was just talking about somebody that cheated, and I was thinking about this. If you done been with a female that done flipped it and swung from the ceiling fans and threw that thing, and you done caught it and she dropped it down low, and then you done got accustomed to that lifestyle, right? And then you finally meet the one, and she just starfish. You know what I mean? Like I don't do that freaky stuff. I don't do that. God don't like that, or whatever. But she the one. How do you meet in the middle with that?
So it's a couple of things. First thing first, I always say in order for a couple to be, in a long-term relationship where they're both satisfied, they must be mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically compatible. If you a freak, perfect example. I dated this guy. He loved anal. Anal wasn't my thing. Everything else lined up, but sexually we were not compatible. So you get to
want to get in your booty hole.
Exactly. You either stay there and suffer, or just understand that you can have more. Like the one is, and unless it's not a deal breaker. If sex is not a deal breaker,
you give him a pass to other people booty hole. Do you go?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
I'm not giving no booty hole,
bro. That's hilarious, bro.
No, but that's crazy because she can't be the one because she's setting you up to find number two.
Exactly.
Wow.
But look, as you go throughout life, you notice older couples that been together for like 40 and 50 years, things that were important in your 20s and 30s and 40s are no longer important. So like older relationships, they don't care about as long they want companionship. Like now we want to control things that we're going to later find out are always have been outside of our control and we were just playing ourselves. So is it going to get to a point where you be like, I'm glad you stuck around and went out there and had your fun and came back because I love your companionship and da-da-da-da-da? Or is it you're always going to be like, I want to control you and your sex drive?
So it's not black and white like that. You have to decide, is this a deal breaker or not?
That's a good point.
It's a deal breaker for me. Another component of it is if you know you like these things, you can attempt to meet in the middle. That's compatibility, where I'm going to give up, swinging from the chandelier, having you swing from the chandelier, and instead I could flip you over a couple of times. You know what I mean? Like
trying to handcuff me for 20 years. I'm not going to do it.
That's hilarious.
It doesn't have to be
Yeah.
that full thing. And just like with Rodney's wife, like she it's not a deal breaker for her. Together 20 years. Even though she want to do it, it's not a necessity.
Let me ask you this, Shirley Thomas. Let me ask you this. Your guy, he wanted to go into your booty hole. That's not your thing. In your mind, was he low key kind of gay?
We had a conversation that if a man liked to be pegged, which is,
Oh Lord.
her using something on him, right? If he enjoys that, does that make him gay? I said no.
Absolutely.
I said he just liked the sensation. He just liked the pleasure. It's coming from a woman. Gay is being with someone of the same sex. It's not sexual act.
Yeah, but if you crazy about that booty play, your ass might be a little half gay.
Yeah.
That rhyme. That's like I'm
Cellmate done got to
Jay-Z
your
on that.
ass.
Y'all hear me? Y'all hear that bar?
What is
Fleece
gay?
Johnson done got to you.
Hey,
I
Coco,
like you,
what's your
and I
thoughts?
want you.
If a guy is all into the booty, is he low key kind of sugary?
Bottom bunkish.
Yeah, he like boys. He likes
You like
boys.
boys?
Cause I kind of like if we both like the same thing, you gay. You my home girl. Cause I
Wow.
like
Shit
my
crazy, bro.
booty hole played with. So if he like his played with too, you my home girl.
You see, that's the
Wow.
difference. If he like
That
his
shit
booty hole
crazy.
played with, it's kind of gay. If he like to play, if he get around his woman and he just want to explore every orifice and crevice and inch of her body, that's different. I just want to know my woman.
I'm not mad at
I'm
that.
addicted to my girl Putin now. That's what I like. I
Oh,
need to know.
come on, man.
Is
I
she
like
from
it
Russia?
when. I like the
That's
girl. Look,
hilarious.
we all been there.
If you
When you laying in bed next to your
If
lady
you
and she
want me
fought,
to stick
right?
something,
And you get up and go in the next room and don't come back in there for 2
No.
hours.
You sitting there and bask in it because that is the
Oh,
key to your
God.
relationship. I'm letting you know right now. That is how you know if
No,
that
that's
woman
not
is
love.
faithful.
That's
That's
right,
how you
Vino.
know
Thank
if
you.
that woman is
That's
faithful.
right,
Because if y'all
Vino.
both been on the same
That's
diet
right. Don't
and all of a
run from my
sudden
poo.
she smell like a Chipotle fart and you know y'all ain't had
That's
Chipotle in
right.
4
Chipotle.
weeks together, who you was out with,
Where
woman?
you
Who
been?
you
Who
was
was you
with?
out with eating Chipotle?
Where you been?
Out
That's
of
right.
control.
Where
We
you
are
been?
out of
What you been
control.
eating?
Rodney
Yes,
Live is
Vino.
out of control
I
today.
am with
OMG.
you.
Yeah, it's out of control.
You sitting there and you basking that. You know your woman. See, that's the
So
problem with
okay,
these
That's
men
right.
nowadays.
let's break
That's right.
let's break down what you're saying.
I
Vino
fucks
is
with
saying
you.
Vino is saying he don't want nobody in his booty hole, but he would love to go in hers.
Yeah, just give it a little,
That's
a
not
little
sugary,
taste
is what
test
he's
every
saying.
now. Not a taste
Now-
test, but you give it a little scratch and sniff every now and then. All
I
right,
don't
yeah, we
want to put
good.
my finger in, I don't want to put my penis in your booty hole, but I do want to put my thumb in there.
See, that's all. You was checking for polyps. You was just making sure she was healthy.
What I'm checking for?
Polyps.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Alfreda
it's
said
not
you guys
even
are
really putting your
hilarious
thumb
today.
in.
OMG.
It's the
press.
rimming.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to ring the
What that
doorbell.
mean?
to her. You got to do
What that
this.
mean?
Yeah.
Bing bong. You ring the doorbell. You just touch it. Bing bong. Bing. A little bit of
If
pressure,
you
like you
want to get
pressing a
punched in the
doorbell.
forehead, rim me. If you want a tap to your forehead, like,
I love it.
Can she
Yep.
squeeze your cheeks, or is that a no?
I don't want like squeeze your cheeks end up in your booty hole. I try to keep people away
The
from my booty hole.
rimming.
That's a lot. That's a lot
Yeah.
for me,
Mm-mm. I had a girl once. She was.
No,
I feel
can
like
take
that's a
man,
test,
like,
a
I'll
woman
rim
test
a
to see if your
man,
ass
but
is
when
a
you want
little
me to stick something
sideways.
in there.
Yeah, that is the test, Rod. Because what they do is they grip on it and they see if you go to clinch. Because instinctually, as a real man, when somebody tries to spread your cheeks, you gonna clinch. You tighten up, you stiffen up. She gonna see if you relax into it. That'll let her know if you.
You should never arch your back for no reason as a man.
Never.
Hilarious, man. What is happening right now, Jesus?
I have
What
no
if she's
idea.
trying to position you and she grabbing your cheeks like
You grab my hips, don't grab my cheeks. Grab my hips.
I ain't got no damn hips.
Oh, you like to demasculate your man. Come here, bitch. Let me grab your ass.
Grab the back of my thighs. Don't grab my cheeks.
Right.
I don't like the anal play. I stay completely away from it, but I do try to keep an open mind.
Right. Wow. And that's more important than anything is staying open to your partner and having these conversations. My wife, because my wife's complaint about me is that I won't have the conversations, in times of peace. She want to, but she picked the worst times. I'm watching TV and you want to talk about sex now. I'm like, what the hell? Not while I'm watching Matlock.
How long?
Watching Beat Bobby Flay. What are you doing? Beat Bobby Flay is on right now. What are you doing?
Beat Bobby Lee, you can't talk sex while Bobby Flay is whooping people head.
Man.
What if she just start talking about it? You ain't gonna answer. What if she just started talking about it instead of asking you, do you want to talk about it?
You know what? That would be cool. That would be cool.
I have another question for the therapist too. This is the last one. What happened when
you got some good questions, Charles? That last one was on fire. Go ahead.
What happens when you with the one, right? You with the one,
okay,
but you get bored and you don't want to. You ain't gonna cheat.
Well, how is she the one if you getting bored?
She's the one if you bored.
Because you can get bored.
Because you're human and you growing and you change and you evolve.
One would see that I'm getting bored and come in the house with a little Kim wig on.
No, not like that kind of bored. Bored like you evolve and you know what I mean? Like you growing and you coming to a different level of yourself, and the same thing that excited you 2 years ago don't excite you 3 years down the road. That kind of like what happened when you start growing at the rates is a little different and it just
I think
changed.
y'all should grow at the same rate.
How can you control that though?
Yourselves to new experiences.
Yeah.
Like if like say for instance, you will want more stuff sexually out your partner if you're exposed to some new shit. You know what I'm saying? If you looking at that pornography and watching that shit and expecting that out of your woman, then yeah, you'll grow at a different rate as her. But if y'all keep consuming the same things, y'all should grow at the same rate. Am I right, Sherelle?
Yeah, consuming the same things. But one of the biggest components that I always teach my clients is whatever stops you pulled in the beginning to get to know your partner and to do different things, you pull those same things. Because just like you said, you do evolve and you do change. But what happens is, just like with Rodney Perry, what he was saying, people learn and look at different things. So it's taking them in that direction, but you done left your partner here instead of exposing them to what you learned and what you saw and what you're interested in. So just make sure you touching bases to keep getting to know your partner every now and again. I recommend having monthly meetings, monthly check-ins. What turns you on?
That's a great idea.
That is. And
Yeah.
but it's also it's not all sexual.
Advice, though, just off of experience. Explain the porn to her. Don't show it to her because they'll never understand. You never show your partner your porn. That's just my personal belief.
I completely agree. What do you mean explain? Break that down, Vino.
Because you see, no matter how open-minded she seems and how adventurous she pretends to be when you're talking about the porn you're into, she's never you're gonna see the actual reaction of her face when she watches it with you. And then there's gonna be questions in your relationship. So you want that's what you into? How'd you even find out about this? Those are all bait questions that ruin your relationship. How did you find out about this?
But what if it ain't a sexual type of growth? What if like when y'all met it was a trauma bond and y'all was cool, and now it's like some of the stuff that's attached to the sex and all of that is pulling you in a direction where you be like, I'm a regret.
Well, that goes back to that communication because a lot of women have been abused. And,
and the next dude got to pay for it.
You don't know. And a lot of men have been abused, sexually abused.
Right.
And
you
don't know,
true,
like I got one of my buddies, right? he was abused as a young man by an older woman. This nigga is wide open sexually, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he can't stop fucking other women. He can't.
Rodney, I don't
Because
like
he
you
was
putting my
open up
business
so
out there like
young
that.
as a young man, and
I don't
his
appreciate
wife,
you putting my business
his
out
lady
there,
gotta kind
Rodney.
of get it because this nigga is going to fuck other people.
And I think
Yeah.
that's an understanding that they may have within their relationship, and they have those dynamics. Like I've been in a relationship where, you know, my partner gave me passes, or you know, it was more so open. Like we had this. If something go down, you know, our agreement was to come back and talk to one another about it.
Don't talk to me. I want that shit to be a secret.
Yeah.
I don't
can't
want to
know.
know. I don't want you to be honest and transparent. Shut the fuck up. Congratulations, you got some.
You got
So-
off with one. Yeah, you got away with it. Yeah, I didn't know nothing.
So what if the answer was to the question I asked
Did
you?
you take the pass, Shirley Thomas?
No, I didn't. I don't want to hurt. And I've never been, even when I was single, I've never been able to have two sexual partners. It's just not
Simultaneously.
Yeah, like it has to be some time in between the two.
What's this polygamy thing everybody is trying to get into now with multiple partners? Like, is that something that, like, why is that becoming a thing?
Because so many people suppress their desires. That's why people cheat. Ultimately, they don't want to be in a monogamous relationship, but they're forced to because of the image that society portrays or the role that they, you know, say they need to be in. And I love that people are actually exploring their truth and what's important to them when it comes down to polygamy or having open relationships. Cheat in peace.
Andromeda said she like her cheating old-fashioned way in peace.
Right, word. I get it. I believe in
Gen X
polygamy in the way of you should be able to provide for as many wives as you want. I got pockets for one wife. That's how I see it. I got pockets
I don't
for
know.
one wife.
I think people abuse the whole polygamy thing because you got some people that do have that desire, and then you have some people that are just in it because they know it gives them an opportunity to be in control. They know what's happening. They know they don't really want their partner to be. They really don't want to be in an open relationship, but they feel like, okay, because I've been cheated on so much, at least here I know what they're doing. So it's a mix of people that's in it, and it's
with false.
but
the honesty is more important than anything in that situation.
Right, but you truly ain't happy because let me be in some relationship and I'm sharing. Eventually we're gonna fight for him because I ain't sharing.
Because a lot of men, like truth be told, how he just talked about, you know, making sure if you're in that situation that you could provide for them financially, but that's not all that women need. Men think that way because men are natural providers. You have to be able to be emotionally available, spiritually available, and physically. Some guys, they one and done. Like you can't provide for 5-6 women sexually, like, or
I understand that completely. I understand that when I was a manager of Ladies of the Night back in the day. I couldn't mentally it's harder to keep up with women. It's hard to be there emotionally for every
Did you say you was a manager?
Of Ladies of the Night.
Of Ladies of the Night. Because if I say the other term, that's when I get attacked all the time. They be like, you's a pimp. You had women selling their bodies. I said, no, they were selling themselves already. The problem was they were selling themselves short. I taught them how to make an honest wage. You know what I'm saying?
Sound like an HBO special.
I know,
Ladies
right?
of the Night. Like a nightclub.
Ladies of the Night with Big Vino.
Let me smell your booty.
No, that was real talk because people often thought that in that lifestyle I was having sex with all those women. And I told them all the time, no. Imagine having 7 girlfriends and you had to have 7 come home conversations and you got no pussy. You had no sex from all of that. You had to have the conversation of how your day was 7 times with no intimacy behind it.
But they gave you all their money.
No, they didn't give me all their money. They allowed me to manage their money.
Wow, good for you.
Dropping some.
Good for
That's
you,
giving you
Vino.
all their damn money. That's what that is.
No, they allowed me to manage their money.
Well
They
done,
they
well done,
they
Vino.
they
Manage.
empowered. Hold on,
Everybody
I
needs
gotta
a
use this.
manager.
Oh
They
God, he said
empowered me.
empowered. Oh
They
Lord,
empowered
Lord,
me
no.
to manage their finances
These
and
bitches
show
gave
them
you
a
their
better
money
way.
after they done
At the
fucked.
rate of a 90-10 cut.
It wasn't a 90-10 cut. It was you invest in me, girl. I'm gonna invest in you. We gonna be safe. We gonna make this money. I'm gonna show you how to make your money make money.
Wow, that's beautiful.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
Vino.
it's not, Rodney. That is not beautiful.
Look.
Vino is out there saving people's lives.
Ah,
Look,
shit.
y'all. Look, we had an ancient African term for this lifestyle.
Oh,
It was called
African,
ujama,
ancient, okay.
collective
Who?
economics, collective and cooperative economics. It's a principle of Kwanzaa. If you really think about it,
Oh
that's
no,
what it was.
no.
Wait, come on,
We would not put
Ujuma.
Kwanzaa with
Ujama, yes,
Ujama.
cooperative economics.
Kuja Chakalia.
Yeah, that's self-determination.
Coochie
That's what I would
Hakeem
tell them when they said they
Olajuwon.
couldn't do it. They said, "Daddy, we
Did
ain't
you
gonna
say
make this."
Coochie Chakalia? I will not.
Joel
My
Embiid.
ancestors, I don't have no parts of this.
Such a great conversation, guys. We covered so much today. Thank you for Shirley Thomas coming in and joining us. Coco Fresh, the Fresh Terror is in the building. Big Vino, comedian extraordinaire. Charles Allen, writer, producer, director, all that is in the building. Such a great show today, man. Real quick before we go another step, Coco Fresh, how do we stay in touch?
Get on at me at Instagram, Coco Fresh Comedy and Tarot. If you would like to get a reading with me, just click on the link in my bio. Also, you can find me on
I think
TikTok.
Charles want a reading real quick. Charles, you want a reading?
You do?
Please,
What you want to know?
hook me up on the house.
What you want to know?
My answer to my question was, when you start growing too fast, it got to be a reason for it. You know what I mean? Something
So
going
you have
on.
found the one. I'm hearing you found the one, but you're not sure if she's absolutely the one.
Oh no! I don't want it to come.
Questions on your one because you.
Is that how it came across?
Yep.
Oh no!
You said a
no,
lot
y'all
of
gonna
warning signs, a lot of red flags to this one.
That you trying
No, it's not for me. That's. But y'all was saying about somebody.
What do you want to ask, Coco?
Somebody that cheated. Y'all was talking about somebody that cheated, and I was trying to explain some of the reasons why that might have happened. But it don't. My situation is perfect. I mean, I couldn't ask for nothing else.
What's your question, baby?
What do you want to know, Charles?
Okay, all right, cool. Something is happening in my life, and I'm being pulled in a direction. All these things are happening at the same time. What do I need to do so I get whatever it is that's coming to me? Because I feel like it's a blessing.
Spirit, what does Charles need to do? Well, first of all, you need to keep quiet about this opportunity that's being offered towards you. I'm also getting to, though, keep quiet, but don't isolate yourself to a point to where it's unhealthy, because it's something about too much isolation. I'm getting something also about, I'm getting like a disappointment card. I don't know if you have any battles with sadness or depression or something like that, but Spirit is saying get outside. It's saying get outside, but don't tell anybody about what you got going on, because you got people watching you. It's like some people this person may have an idea of an opportunity being brought to you, and it's like you're being spied on or being watched. So it's like keep your mouth shut, but don't isolate yourself to a point to where it's unhealthy. Okay, and I do see that relationship being a good relationship. So basically, what I'm saying is keep this to yourself. Get outside, stay amongst in people, because it's talking about too much isolation is going to hurt you. Does this resonate what I'm saying?
Yeah, you scaring the hell out of me. It's so on point.
Okay.
It's so on point. Golly, can I pay for like the full session?
Okay,
Yeah,
do me next. Do me next. What type
Man.
of sandwich should I eat for lunch?
Man, hey,
I want
that
to know if he should have a turkey or the pastrami.
Hey, be careful what you ask for. You might get it, because she sure was on
Vino,
hit
what
with
you
that.
want to know? What you want to know, Vino?
What type of sandwich? What am I gonna eat for my last meal when I die?
Ooh, I don't like doing them kind of answers.
I'm kidding.
He playing with it, but she for real.
Is she for real? Okay.
Yeah, she for real.
Okay,
man.
okay. I got one for you.
Okay.
Andromeda said a diet sandwich. Wow.
No.
Andromeda You got 2 more, Andromeda. 2 more.
That's it. No more than that.
2 more, and the gloves come off. And I'm gonna show you why everybody don't like me with this roasting thing.
Vino, I can't wait to hang out with you, brother.
I can't wait for it. I'll be out there. I'll be out in LA real soon. Okay, Coco.
Oh, snap.
I got 3 women right now. 3 potential women I could be dealing with.
Okay.
Do you need more, or can I just leave it there and you tell me which one I need to be with? Or which one I need to take serious at least?
Dude, I hope they don't watch
the
this.
One, okay, so
they probably watching.
Whoever this person is, I get this person maybe by the water, but I do know you're in Virginia Beach, right? Aren't you in Virginia Beach? Okay.
Yes, I'm in Virginia Beach.
But I'm getting the one though that you have to travel to. Okay. I'm getting also the one that has money issues or don't have that much money. That's not your person. I'm also getting to don't be with the one that's mean to you or that got a little attitude. The one that's for you may be a fire sign. That's an Aries, Sagittarius, what's a Leo energy. Are the one that's very fiery, the one that is very generous, the one that she would offer money if you ask for it. This is the one that's the hard worker. Does this resonate who this is?
Yeah, the fucking dude. God,
I told you.
No, because
I told you, bro.
You broke down all 3 of them perfectly. You said there's
one
by water, one I gotta travel to, and one that got financial issues. And that's those that breaks down all 3 of them. Different.
Wow,
that's good. That's fact. Oh my God, y'all better go look. Oh shit,
that was very dope. Shirley, you got a question for Coco?
I got one. Where is this relationship going?
Okay, where's the relationship going?
Yeah.
Okay, where's this relationship?
It's going wherever you want it to go.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I'm getting is you two don't communicate enough with each other. I do feel like that this is something that you've manifested in, that you've wished or prayed for. But the problem is, it's like I'm also getting to y'all don't. It's still like an isolation. It's still like y'all don't do enough to have fun together. And I do get the Chariot card upside down where things have taken a halt. Spirit is telling me to tell you to be more proactive on this. You need to be the one to be the assertive one on this because he's not going to do it. Because I do feel like that things have just come to a halt. It's something that he's got going on with him where he's just stopped or he feels stuck. You be wanting to walk away from him, but you can't. Because I did something about you may not feel like that the relationship is strong enough. And this person watches you very closely. This person kind of spies on you. I'm also seeing too, he may make an offer towards you next month where things may start to improve as well. This is a person that wants marriage or wants a long-term relationship with you. But I get like y'all need to go out and have some fun with each other or something. There's too much anxiety in this. And I think this man kind of overthinks things. Does that resonate?
1000%. Everything you said.
You know what?
Now y'all all see what I was saying.
I'm about to shoot I want to do a remake of Ghost where you play Whoopi Goldberg.
I love it. Thank you.
Hey, last one, Rodney Perry, Coco.
Yeah.
A new career endeavor I'm embarking on, and it looks like everything is in order.
Okay.
Is it gonna be beneficial?
Okay, so Spirit, this is gonna be beneficial for Rodney. This new opportunity. Is this gonna be okay? I get something about I get slow movement, and that if anything, you're very passionate about it. But I get if you get upset about anything, it's about the timing. I do think that this will be something that's good, but the kickback on it is going to be slow. That's what I'm getting. I feel like though something else is going to be offered to you out of this, and I think that this is something that you have wanted to do in the past. I thought about doing in the past and reapproaching it. That's what I'm getting. So I don't feel like the project itself is going to be fully successful like you would want, but I do see something else coming out of it that's going to be successful.
Oh wow.
That's what I get. Does that resonate?
It does.
Okay.
It's a blessing setting you up for a bigger blessing.
Show.
Right.
Wow, what a great closeout. Big Vino, how do we stay in touch, bro?
At Big Vino Comedy on everything. The best way to reach me though is Cash App, $ Big Vino Comedy.
Hilarious.
Holla at
If
my
you on
Cash App.
OnlyFans, Belly on Backs.
Wait a minute.
And comedictherapy.xyz for
Belly
everything.
on Backs.
.xyz, not .com. Comedic therapy, just like it sounds, .xyz, because we get the last laugh.
All
Are you
right.
really on OnlyFans, or are you just playing?
She's searching you right
Get
now,
the link
bro.
and find out.
Charles Allen, how do we stay in touch, bro?
Yeah. At Charles Allen 79 on all platforms. Facebook, comedian Charles Allen. On YouTube, Jump Funny Productions. Jump Funny is all one word. Man, it's been a pleasure, Rodney. And I was
Hey,
gonna
man, we
also
gotta
tell
have
you,
back
brother.
on, man. It's so funny, bro. Great day. Great day.
But about something you asked about that blessing, bro. I also feel like there's something that needs to be flushed out of your circle in order for you to receive what's coming to you next. Because that thing that's flushed out don't get to go where you going,
That's right.
and you don't need it in wherever you going. It don't need to be there. So this thing that's preparing you for it is to flush whatever that is out.
That's right.
How
Take a
about
laxative. Take
Yeah.
a laxative and flush it
How
out.
about
Something
that?
that needs to be flushed out.
Sherelle E. Thomas, how do we stay in touch?
You can find me on Instagram at Sherelle E. Thomas. Like, I always get her on Sherelle E. Thomas. I'm also on YouTube at Sherelle Thomas as well.
Love it. And one more time, Coco Fresh Comedy and Tarot. How do we stay in touch?
Instagram, Coco Fresh Comedy and Tarot. Book me in the link in the bio, and also the Fresh Tarot on TikTok, and link in the bio if you want to book with me. I'm gonna be on Keen.com all day doing readings. Just look up the Fresh Tarot in the search engine and you'll find me. I am always in the top 5 tarot readers on the site.
I love that. Hey, my name is Rodney Perry. You tuned in to Rodney Perry Live. We do this every day. Our show tomorrow will be nothing short of epic again. Stay with your boy. We're going to keep doing fly stuff. And that is our show for today. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Be good.
Great show, man.
Get ready for America's #1 funny man. What?